Hi guys, and welcome to Lizzie Dean Makes. I'm Lizzie Dean, and this is the channel where we make, mend and grow our way to a big life on a small budget. Hi guys, welcome to Lizzie Dean Makes. Today I thought I would talk to you about the top 3 reasons why you should be overpaying on your mortgage. So if you're renting, this video is probably not for you, but it's useful information in case you think about buying in the future. So when you set up your mortgage, you set it up for a certain term, which is the number of years that you're going to pay off your mortgage over. Now, check out the details of the mortgage that you actually take out. Most of them have the ability now to overpay on your mortgage each month. Now, the first reason why it's good to overpay on your mortgage is that if you are overpaying on your mortgage each month, should there come a time, like they did for us, when one of us became ill. Last year I was out of work for 8 months, well this year I was out of work for 8 months due to ill health, and going on to statutory sick pay here in the UK is not anywhere near the amount of money to cover your mortgage. It's not really even enough to cover council tax, gas and electric, never mind your mortgage payments. So if you do become ill, you need to have some sort of fallback plan. So there are various sort of insurance policies and things that you can take out that will pay out in the event of critical illness or injury where you are out of work for a certain period of time, and they will help you to pay your mortgage. If you've already been overpaying on your mortgage, then the chances are that you have a type of mortgage where you can say, okay, I've already paid these months worth of mortgage payments, and you can step back and either reduce the amount that you have to pay on your mortgage each month for a period, or even stop paying completely for a period of time. I went off work in November. I had 1 year's full pay, so I was paid up until December. And then I was on statutory sick pay, which was about £360 a month, until I went back to work in the middle of July. During the period that I was off sick, we didn't have to pay the mortgage in full until May. So from the December through to May, I was paying a reduced rate on my mortgage, which meant that I was able to cover that with my statutory sick pay, and my husband was able to cover the rest of the bills. So I was still paying my mortgage even though I was off sick, because I'd enabled myself to do this with statutory sick pay by overpaying it. We'd only taken out the mortgage in the July, so I went off sick in November. So a very short period of time after we'd taken out the mortgage. We hadn't been overpaying it for very long, but because we'd been overpaying it by about £200 a month, when it came that I became ill and was no longer able to earn an income to the same level that I had been before, I was able to make use of the fact that I had been overpaying my mortgage, and it paid out no quibble because I'd already paid that money in. So I didn't have to make an insurance claim and risk being rejected by the insurance company and them refusing to pay out. I was able to make my mortgage payments for that period of time because I'd paid in advance. The second reason why it is a good idea to overpay on your mortgage is that you can reduce the overall term of your mortgage. Now, because you accrue interest on every day that you have that debt, at the end of the month you pay the interest rate for each day of that month for the whole lump sum of money that you have borrowed. So when you first take out a mortgage, you're mostly just paying the interest on your mortgage. You're not actually paying off any of the debt. You're mostly just paying the interest that has been calculated for the whole lump sum. If you start overpaying on your mortgage, you can choose to reduce the term. Now, if you reduce the term of your mortgage by paying it off faster, then the amount of interest that you're charged overall is much smaller, because it's for a shorter number of days, a smaller number of days that you're actually being charged interest over the course of a shorter term mortgage. So you save tens of thousands of pounds by paying off your overdraft, your mortgage faster, by doing overpayments each month. The third reason why you should overpay your mortgage is if you don't want to reduce the term, but you want to bring down the monthly outgoings of your mortgage. So when we were renting, the amount that we were paying in rent is roughly equivalent to what we're now paying in a mortgage. But if we move forward in our lives and decide to have children, obviously the cost of living will increase. So if we overpay our mortgage now, by the time we come to have children, our monthly outgoings will be significantly reduced. We'll be able to start paying less on our mortgage over the same fixed term that we originally signed up for. So by overpaying now, we're lowering our monthly outgoings for our future selves. We're paying now when we can afford to, so that in the future we can afford to have a better quality of life when our monthly outgoings will increase because of having children. So that is the top 3 reasons why you should be overpaying your mortgage. If you want to find out more about this, if you go to the website of the company that you have your mortgage with, so we have our mortgage with Halifax. On the Halifax website there is a mortgage calculator for mortgage repayments, and we can calculate if we overpay our mortgage by X amount each month, or if we pay in a lump sum, say a Christmas bonus or a similar lump sum payment that you receive. If you pay that into your mortgage in one go, it allows you to see what difference that makes to the term of your mortgage, or if you shorten the term, how much of an impact that will make overall to the interest that you would be paying back in the long run. Or you can see how much you could reduce your monthly outgoings by if you keep the term but overpay at this stage. So that's a very useful tool for finding out exactly what it could mean to you. The other thing to bear in mind is that not all mortgages are equal. So there are mortgages where you can pay a higher percentage of the overall debt off in overpayments in a given year than others. So I think with ours we can pay up to 10% of the overall debt in overpayments and normal mortgage payments in any given year. So if you want to overpay beyond that, there may be some form of forfeit or charge in order to do so, because they're expecting to make their money through interest, and if they're not going to do so, then they want to claw it back some other way. So it's always worth bearing in mind that your mortgage may be different, and the situation of what you can and can't do with your mortgage may be different. Another thing to bear in mind is that some mortgages do have a capacity for you to be able to pause your mortgage payments, where they keep adding interest to the debt, so the debt will keep going up with the interest rates. They're going to get their money back, they're going to get more money back, but you don't have to pay for a certain number of months. So if you do fall ill and you haven't been overpaying your mortgage, it is worth checking with your mortgage provider to see if they do offer a mortgage pausing, payment pausing service in that event. So I hope you found this information useful. If you have, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell icon if you would like to hear more hints and tips on how you can live large on a small budget. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.